as Jeff came up to me on the way to the church, he said, "Oh, one of the days I don't wear a tie, and you're wearing a tie this morning." So, anyway. So today is a special day. I've even got my cow tie on today. Today, we celebrate. We celebrate the gifts that we've been given by a lavish, generous, and abundant God. Today we celebrate the ministry and the mission of Carman United Church, a place of grace, love, hope, joy, and delight in this very special part of the world. Today we celebrate what it means for us to be faithful stewards of a faithful and loving God. As you know, most stewardship programs focus on the budget. And while money's always important, this tendency to focus just on the budget can do a great disservice to our ministry and to each other. Mission and ministry is not just about money. It's about people's lives. It's about making a difference. It's about being the hands and feet of Christ, so that God's kingdom can be experienced for all people in the world. It's our calling. It's the fulfillment of our baptism. It is God's kingdom that we bring about at this time and in this place, right here in this congregation at Carman United. So if stewardship is not about the budget, then what is it that we give to? What does reflect our mission and ministry? Each of you have in your possession an item you chose as you entered the sanctuary. I expect that you've been holding it and trying to determine what it has to do with worship, stewardship, or even the church. And we hope you've had a little bit of fun thinking about that. I would like to introduce the rest of our stewardship committee forward at this time. Can you come forward? And I don't need too many introductions here, I think. My wife Angie here, and Jeff Walker, who's introduced himself, Carlton Taves, and Judy McKinnon are the stewardship committee. And Diane's going to be helping us today as well, help give a little bit of meaning to some of these symbols, which are the essence of our work and ministry here at Carman. So what I'd like you to do, you don't have to do very much, but as each of the members comes forward and introduces a symbol, if you've got that symbol, I'd like you to stand up and show everybody you've got the symbol. I'd like you to show a little enthusiasm. You can do a little dance if you'd like. And then sit down and kind of cherish the item and kind of work with us on some of the thoughts about that symbol, which represents the ministry of Carman United Church. And I think you'll find that these items hold a very special, godlike, and special place for this congregation. So everybody has a symbol? Okay. Let's start out by Jeff Walker's going to start out.
Good morning, everybody. This morning, the first symbol I'm going to introduce is the hanger. And everybody who's got a hanger, please put your hand up in the air and wave. Wow, that's incredible. So, you are holding hospitality. We at Carman are specialists when it comes to hospitality. We are a welcoming and caring congregation. When you step through our door, the enthusiasm, the acceptance, and God's love is who we are. Hold your symbol with the hospitality symbol with dignity and respect. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, hanger. Hanger.
Okay, did anyone choose a light bulb? Can I ask you to hold it up high and stand if you can? Yeah?
Wiggle your light bulb around.
Okay.
There we go. There.
A building, however useful, without light is dark, scary, and ominous. Light brings the things that we fear out of the darkness is not just a utility. It keeps us and others in the light. Hold your light with gratitude. So, who has a straw?
That's good.
Well, if you had a milkshake sitting in front of you, you decided what to do with that straw. But do you remember when you were a child and you were told that you were not to blow bubbles into your drinks? Well, I invite you to take your straw now and blow away. This straw is a symbol of the breath of new life that we are given by God. As a church, we breathe spiritual life and hope into the lives of others. Hold your straw as a symbol of God's promise of new life for all people of the world.
So here I have nuts and bolts. Are there folks out there with some nuts and bolts? Study and reflection through regular worship, sermons, discussion groups, and service to others are the nuts and bolts of our faith. They teach us core values of truth, justice, kindness, and humility. They challenge us to be a new way of living that is radical and different from the norms of society. These values help us to build our faith. Hold your nuts and bolts with insight and imagination.
All right, who's got a skateboard? Yeah! All right, let's go skating around the church. All right, these are toys, and these represent the children and the youth of our church. Do we have any children here? Make some noise, kids. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Well, you know what? Children and youth are very, very precious and really important to the life of our church. And we love children and youth, and they're here, they're active, they participate, and they are embraced with an amazing amount of love in our church, right? Yeah, I see that all the time. And we have a great perspective to see them grow and look at their future. And the children remind us that we need to laugh and to play when they're running back and forth with their pages. We all smile at church. And they remind us that we want to play. We want to embrace and enjoy life, enjoy God's love. Because God made us to play and laugh and to have fun. And we hold our children and youth with great delight and anticipation and include them in everything that we have. So, who's got a skateboard? Yeah, hold it up high, drive around. Yeah.
So who has a battery? What do we think of when we see that ad about the Energizer running? It's full of energy, and our energy, enthusiasm, and passion is like electricity in the air. It is a charge that is felt by others. And when we share this energy, they are drawn to us like a magnet. That's what we want here at Carman, for people in the outer community to be drawn to us and to come and check us out and help us to grow beyond ourselves. We hold our batteries as a symbol of the charge we get out of who we are and what we do.
Hello again. I have in my hand an elastic, very stretchy. You get around it. I'm just going to put it on my wrist here. A church of diversity that's open to change, that has a desire to grow in our faith, not a church that's inflexible and resistant. The elasticity in us to understand differences. It's not easy to take risks. Some people may even call us unchristian. What Carman chooses to be is understandable and faithful. Hold your crazy elastics in the air with love and hope rather than judgment and fear.
All right, who's got a gift box? Yeah! Who loves gifts? Yeah! We all love gifts. We're always happy to get a little gift of whatever it may be. Well, these amazing gift boxes today remind us of the amazing blessing of God. And God bestows in us giftedness. He's given us talents. He's given us abilities and passion, leadership. And this church is an amazing church. You guys have so many gifts. You're always serving and reaching out to the community and doing so many things. Well, these boxes, show us those boxes, hold them up, come on. These amazing gift boxes represent all the gifts in this room. And we need a huge, huge box to see those gifts today. And God calls us to share what we have with others as an amazing gift to reach out to the world. So hold your gifts with awe, wonder, and today as a church with great thanksgiving for what God does through us.
In my hand, I have an eraser. All those with erasers, please show your. There's one beautiful woman out there that has
Here.
look at all these here. Okay. With our happy erasers, we're going to try to erase despair. And we're going to rub vigorously to try and eliminate this. With the help of your gifts, your smiles, your warmth, and your laughter, we can know that sorrow doesn't last forever. So hold your happy erasers with joy and a smile.
I'm going to ask you to hold up your clothespins. Clothespins. Finally, it's answered. Now, they look simple and utilitarian, but they're actually a brilliant design. And we are here by the grace of God and the hard work of many others before us. Carman has been here for over 100 years, and we've been serving the community. And because of the visions and the dreams of saints, ancestors, and friends, both past and present and future, we honor them, their legacy and their trust, and we will continue to do good works. We hold our heritage with gratitude, dignity, and deep respect.
Well, I can't hold a fork without thinking of that story about the woman who was nearing death. And she asked that she be buried with a fork in her hand. And that was because she went to many potlucks where they always said, keep your fork, the best is yet to be. But this fork is about other things too. And who out there has a fork? Well, you've got a few forks out there. Good. Well, this fork tells us that we serve others in need. We support food banks, women's shelters, community agencies, First United Church and Ruth and Naomi, in providing food and services that support those facing challenges in their lives. Hold your fork with appreciation for the ways that we assist others to meet their basic needs for food, shelter, and clothing.